LGBTQ plus voters could be the deciding factor in 2024 election. As the 2024 U.S. presidential election looms, polling suggests that queer voters could hold the key to victory, particularly in pivotal states like Georgia, Michigan, North Carolina, and Pennsylvania. With Donald Trump and Kamala Harris neck and neck, LGBTQ plus voter turnout could tip the scales. The National Center for Transgender Equality reports that voter participation is particularly robust among transgender individuals. Even in the historically low turnout 2014 midterm election, around half of transgender respondents had voted, compared to just 1/3 of the general population. By 2022, this figure had soared to nearly 75%. LGBTQ plus voters overwhelmingly lean Democratic, with nearly 60% identifying as Democrats in a Pew survey. This trend is even more pronounced among transgender voters, with 80% identifying as Democratic or leaning Democratic in a leading survey. Exit polls from the 2016 election indicated that almost 80% of LGBTQ plus voters backed Hillary Clinton, while only 14% supported Trump. Looking at the history and the data, the importance of queer voters cannot be understated in this year's election. With polling margins in key states hovering around 1% or even less, LGBTQ plus turnout could be the deciding factor. For instance, in Georgia, where there are over 400,000 queer adults, Biden won by just 11,779 votes in 2020. It would be safe to say that a slight increase in Democratic-leaning queer voters could secure victory for Harris. However, it's not all smooth sailing for the Democratic candidate. Current polling shows that many LGBTQ plus respondents remain undecided or are considering staying home, with about 20% uncertain about their vote, while less than 8% lean towards Trump. Disaffected queer Democrats could pose a challenge for Harris. Oh my God, so much to unpack there, you know? I mean, in past election cycles, we have seen that only 26% of LGBTQ plus folks have gone out to vote. I hope and I pray that LGBTQ plus voters have educated themselves enough to know that their vote matters, that their vote is important, right? Here in Florida, I've heard that come out of friends' voices. My vote doesn't even matter here. It's a red state. Vote, it doesn't matter here in Florida. Well, how about let the votes speak? How about let the votes do the talking and you still go and vote, right? To you Republican gay people out there, stay home.
Right.
I ask you to stay home.
Right. And the margins matter. The margins do matter. I mean, the numbers matter.
Mm-hmm.
So every vote, when you think about, harken back to a long, long time ago in Florida when Al Gore lost by 537 votes, every vote matters, except the ones that we want to stay home.
Yes. And transgender folks, you've got to get out and vote. This is affecting all of us. The fact that percentage has gone up makes me happy. Okay. But also, sometimes the government doesn't make it easy for transgender folks to vote. They make it hard, when your ID needs to match and you have the right documentation, people have been turned away for less, for having signatures not match, etc. So, I mean, now more than ever, every single vote counts.
So get off scruff, go to the voting lines, because you meet the love of your life in that voting line and go vote.
Oh my God, but how cool is that to be on the line, right? Dale said that he waited like 30 minutes, 45 minutes to be on the line to vote, while on Grindr, and you see that your next love of your life is voting in front of you, and he's wearing a Kamala shirt, so he's perfect for you.
Right. Yeah, there you go.
Whatever gets you motivated.
Whatever gets you motivated.
Whatever works.
Whatever works, baby.